The transport vessel shuddered as it dropped out of hyperspace, and Captain Marcus Webb felt the familiar lurch in his stomach. 3 years patrolling the outer colonies had taught him to recognize when something was wrong. And today, everything screamed danger. "Captain, we've got an unauthorized approach," his navigator, Rodriguez, called out. Small craft moving fast. Marcus leaned forward in his command chair. The view screen flickered to life, showing a battered shuttle barely holding together. Its hull was scorched, engines sputtering. Before he could order hails, a face appeared on the communication channel dot. It was a young Valkyrie girl, perhaps 14 in human years. Her blue skin was streaked with tears, her large golden eyes wide with terror. The translator crackled as her voice came through. "Please, human, help. My mom fell into your trap." Marcus straightened. "This is Captain Webb of the Frontier Guard. Slow down and explain what happened." The girl's words tumbled out in a panicked rush. "My mother, she was hunting near the asteroid field in Sector 9. There were warnings about human traps for pirates, but she thought they were just stories. She's caught in one now, and I can't free her alone. Please, you have to help." Rodriguez glanced back at Marcus with concern. The Sector 9 asteroid field was indeed riddled with security nets, designed to catch smugglers and raiders who preyed on colonial supply lines. But those traps were meant for criminals, not innocent hunters. "Your mother was hunting in a restricted zone," Marcus said carefully. "Those aren't traps. They're defensive measures." I know. The girl cried. "But she didn't mean harm. We're traders, not pirates. She was just looking for mineral deposits. The net has her ship, and it's crushing the hull. She has maybe 2 hours of air left. Please." Marcus felt the weight of command settle on his shoulders. The Valkyrie were generally peaceful, though their ships often ventured into dangerous areas. If this was genuine, an innocent life hung in the balance. If it was a trap, his crew would be walking into an ambush. "What's your name?" he asked. "Lyra. Lyra Venthos. My mother is Caraventhos. Please, sir, I'm begging you." The raw desperation in her voice cut through his caution. Marcus had 2 daughters back on Earth, both around this girl's age. He knew what it meant to fear for a parent's life. Rodriguez set course for Sector 9. "Battle stations, but keep weapons on standby only." He looked at the screen. "Lyra, we're coming. Stay with your shuttle and transmit your mother's exact coordinates." The girl's face flooded with relief. Thank you. Coordinates coming now." The journey took 40 minutes at full burn. Marcus spent the time reviewing tactical reports and scanning for ambush signatures. Everything checked out. The trapped vessel appeared to be a small mining ship, caught in an automated containment net designed to immobilize pirates until patrol ships could arrive as they approached. Marcus could see the situation was worse than described. The net was a web of energy fields that constricted when vessels tried to break free. Kara's ship had clearly struggled, and now the fields were compressed tight around the hull. Breaches were visible along the stern. "Life signs?" Marcus asked. "One Valkyrie, fading fast," his sensor officer reported. "Oxygen at critical levels." "Lyra, we see your mother's ship. Stay back while we work." Marcus studied the containment net. These systems were sophisticated, designed to be opened only by Frontier Guard command codes. But they had one weakness. They drew power from nearby relay stations. If he could disrupt the power flow, the net would collapse. "Target the relay node at Mark 37, he ordered. "Precision shot only. We don't want to damage the trapped ship." His weapons officer nodded. A single pulse cannon shot lanced out, striking the relay with surgical accuracy. The node exploded in a shower of sparks, and the energy net flickered and died. Kara's ship drifted free, venting atmosphere from multiple breaches. Medical team, prepare for emergency extraction. Rodriguez, bring us alongside. The rescue was textbook perfect. Marcus's crew cut through the damaged airlock and found Caraventhus unconscious but alive in her pilot's chair. The medical team had her in the emergency bay within minutes, working to stabilize her condition. Lyra's shuttle docked shortly after, and the young Velkari girl raced to the medical bay. Marcus followed, watching as she clutched her mother's hand while the human doctors worked. "She's stable," Dr. Patel announced. "Oxygen deprivation and some contusions, but she'll make a full recovery." Lyra collapsed against her mother's bedside, sobbing with relief. Marcus felt something in his chest tighten. This was why he served, why he endured the long months away from home. Moments like these made it worthwhile. Later, after Kara had regained consciousness, Marcus sat with both Velkari in the observation lounge. Kara was weak, but insistent on speaking with him. "Captain Webb, I owe you my life," she said, her voice hoarse. "I was foolish to venture into that sector, but times are hard. Mineral deposits in safe zones are depleted. I thought I could slip in and out without trouble." Marcus nodded. "I understand. But those nets are there for a reason. Pirates have been hitting colony supply runs, and we've lost good people to their raids." "I know," Kara said, "and I'm grateful you came despite the risk. Many humans would have assumed we were the pirates." "Not all humans are the same," Marcus replied. "Just as not all Velkari are traders or all Drexens are warriors. We judge individuals by their actions." Lyra looked up at him with those large golden eyes. "Is that a human saying?" "More or less," Marcus smiled. "My father used to tell me that character is shown not in words, but in choices. You chose to come for help rather than trying something desperate. Your mother chose honesty about her mistake. Those choices told me who you were." Kara reached out and clasped Marcus's hand with both of hers. The gesture was significant in Velkari culture, a sign of deep respect and gratitude. "The galaxy needs more humans like you, Captain. Many of my people fear your species. They say humans are aggressive, territorial, that you shoot first and ask questions later." Marcus couldn't entirely dispute that reputation. Humanity had indeed earned its place in galactic politics through strength and determination. But he'd always believed that strength meant nothing without wisdom and compassion. "Some humans are like that," he admitted. "Just as some Velkari are thieves, and some Drexens are cowards. But most of us are just trying to survive, to protect what matters to us. Your daughter came to me not as an enemy, but as someone in desperate need. How could I turn away?" "Because you had every reason to," Kara said softly. "I was in a restricted zone. My presence threatened your security. Yet you risked your ship and crew to save someone who broke your laws." Marcus shook his head. "The law is meant to protect people, not trap them. Yes, you made a mistake, but the punishment shouldn't be death." He stood and walked to the observation window. Beyond it, stars wheeled in their ancient dance. Out here on the frontier, we're all far from home. Sometimes the only thing separating survival from disaster is whether someone chooses to help when it matters. Lyra joined him at the window. "Will you report my mother to your authorities?" "I'll file a report about the rescue," Marcus said. "But I'll also note that Caraventhus cooperated fully and acknowledged her error. Given the circumstances, I doubt there will be significant penalties. Maybe a fine, maybe community service teaching other Velkari about safe mining zones." Relief flooded both their faces. Marcus smiled at them. "Besides, I'm more interested in the future than the past. Kara, how would you feel about helping us map safe mineral deposits in neutral zones? We could use someone with your expertise, and it would help prevent others from making the same mistake." Kara's eyes widened. "You would trust me with such work?" "You're a skilled miner who learned a hard lesson today," Marcus said. "That makes you exactly the kind of person we need. Someone who understands both the dangers and the needs of independent prospectors." Over the next 2 days, as Kara recovered and repairs were made to her ship, Marcus watched the relationship between humans and Valkyrie transform before his eyes. His crew, initially wary, warmed to their guests. Stories were shared, meals eaten together, laughter exchanged. On the day of their departure, Lyra approached Marcus one final time. She carried a small crystal in her hands, perfectly formed and glowing with inner light. "This is a memory stone," she explained. "In Valkyrie culture, we give them to those who change our lives. When you hold it, you'll feel the emotion I felt when you agreed to help. I want you to remember that your choice mattered." Marcus accepted the gift with humility. When he closed his fingers around the crystal, he felt a wave of gratitude and relief so powerful it nearly brought tears to his eyes. This was how Lyra had felt in that desperate moment when hope arrived. "Thank you," he said quietly. "I'll treasure this." As their ships parted ways, Marcus stood at the observation window and watched the Valkyrie vessel accelerate toward safe space. Rodriguez joined him. "That was good work, Captain," his navigator said. "That was the right work," Marcus corrected. "Anyone could have done it. But not everyone would have," Rodriguez pointed out. "That's what makes it matter." Marcus nodded, turning the memory stone over in his hand. Out here, humanity was still writing its story among the stars. Every choice, every action added another line to that narrative. He was determined that when future generations